G'day everybody and welcome back to our playthrough of Everspace 2. Hope you're all doing well. Now, we are continuing where we left off. We had just completed repairing a little bit of the home base. So we've got basic life support and I guess, we repaired, I think, some sort of a generator or something like that. But obviously we're going to need a whole bunch more things to keep the repairs going and actually upgrade this place and obviously eventually help our friend Ben, who is currently in cryostasis, something like that. We had to put him there because we didn't really have much of a choice. But anyway, the previous episode we had the map unlock, and there's going to be various locations that we can travel to. I'm not entirely sure how we actually get there, but I assume we actually need to leave the home base first and actually do like a hyperspace jump to get to these places. So we will do that in a moment. I'm just looking here at some of these places. So obviously we're right here, the home base, which is I guess very close to Rodea, this planet, and this location called Rodea Orbit. So many former military stations are caught in orbit off the ice dwarf Rodea. Some lie bare for scavengers to plunder, others have been remodeled into strongholds by former soldiers who, long abandoned by their superiors, have teamed up into brutal outlaw gangs. Okay, sounds pleasant. It does have the number 2 there, so I'm a little bit worried about that because I assume that is like our leveling system, and you can see at the top right hand corner there we are at level 1 right now, so this might be a little bit of a challenge for us. Let's just take a look at a few other things here. Okay, so we can now repair and restock. We've got creds to spend. Obviously we want to try and save that for other stuff if we can. Crafting we don't know much about just yet, so we'll come back to that later. We've got our inventory here. Let's see. Yes, we've got nanobots. Let's actually put that in there. So these are our consumables, so we can consume stuff by pressing the corresponding keys. Not entirely sure what these other things do. We've got a cruise booster. We need to reach level 2 to even use that. And then there's some liquor. Hey. All kinds of distilled spirits to soothe the space explorer's lonely hours. I assume this is just something that we can perhaps maybe sell off somewhere. It really depends on perhaps maybe where we are, which systems we might be in, and if this is like contraband, perhaps maybe it might fetch a little bit more money in certain places. But anyway, we'll leave that there for now. Cargo slots. Optimizes storage limitations for more efficient use of available space needed for dismantling of equipment. Plus 10% dismantling quality. I have no idea what this means exactly, but we can actually equip it there. Oh, look at that. Okay, so that's just unlocked a little bit more space for us to use. So that's really good, actually. All right, I'm glad I played around with that. Happy accidents here. So this is stuff to do with our ship. We can actually customize the ship here as well, so we can maybe change up the color. Ship customization. You can freely customize your ship and store up to 4 individual styles that are saved per ship. Note that you can only downgrade wings. You cannot use higher tier wings on a ship of a lower tier. Okay, I have no idea what that means. We might find out. Finding and unlocking ship colors, emissive lights, window tints, ship modules found in specific containers throughout the world, though they can also be obtained as rare random loot. Decals rewarded when reaching a new level of renown or having completed certain side missions. Engine colors rewarded when completing master challenges. Okay, sounds challenging. Anyway, let's continue on here. So how do we edit stuff? Ah, here we go. So edit. Paint job. Ah, nice. Okay. So I suppose maybe we don't exactly have a lot of choice right now, so we won't worry about it too much. Perks. Yeah, so we covered a little bit of the perk system in the previous episode. So I assume we'll have various other characters, and if we sort of do stuff for them, we'll be able to unlock certain perks. Tractor beam. Okay, this is what I was talking about the other day, about whether or not we can maybe pull things automatically or, you know, do things a little bit faster that way. Increases the base tractor beam range to 800 meters. That's very powerful, actually. Okay, we can start investing if we wanted to, but then obviously we won't be able to use any of these things. I figure maybe we don't worry about investing just yet, although I probably want to track this for the tractor beam upgrade. I think that seems like a good investment early on. Or repairs. Pay only 70% for hull repairs. Pay only 70% for equipment repairs when below 30% your max hull hit points. Docking automatically repairs the hull up to that value for free. Okay, that's powerful as well. I want everything. Cruise drive. Okay, we'll go with the tractor beam first. I think that's probably one of the better things to try and get into early on, potentially. So how do I track this? It says it's tracked. Untrack? Track. Okay. Cool. We're tracking all of these, apparently. Alright, well, that's fine. Missions, we only have the main missions. I think we will get some side missions at some point. But anyway, without further ado, guys, let's actually... Ooh, okay, we can rotate and sort of inspect the vehicle here, the ship. And if any of you guys are following me from my homeworld days, then all of you guys know that I really, really do like to admire the design of spaceships and stuff like that. So I'll be doing this quite often, especially when we get new ships. But anyway, I think we can save for now. We probably don't need to repair that little bit of damage there. So let's head out. Now, again, this being completely blind, or a blind playthrough, I have no idea what I'm doing. All I know is that we've got 3 different locations that we can potentially visit, so we should try and visit all of them. Rhodesia Orbit is the closest location. I don't know if we want to visit that site immediately. Or we can go to these undiscovered sites. I mean, I'm a little bit worried about the level required for some of these places, so maybe we should go to one of the undiscovered sites first, and by doing that, hopefully we can sort of level up a little bit and then sort of come back to one of the main objectives. Let's maybe see what's going on in... or, I don't know, this seems like a very far location away from civilization. Maybe this planet here, or maybe it's a moon. Let's set that as a waypoint, and we'll see if we can make it out there. Alright, so there it is. Let's use our jump drive. Okay, cool. And yeah, I suppose we can just autopilot this, right? Like, I have no idea if there are any benefits to not using autopilot to try and get to places when you're in the hyperspace mode. Maybe some of you guys can let me know if there is a difference. We heard a little bit of a pulse there before. And that sounds quite similar to the pulse that we heard near our base when we were sort of exploring the other day. Alright, so we've got outlaws.
This could be a sticky situation here.
Okay. Now, if I remember correctly, one of the best strategies potentially could be to sort of stick close to larger rocks and stuff. Ooh, okay. They've got a G&B freighter over there. A G&B, it was obviously the mining company that we started this playthrough working for, and they're quite common in the DMZ, and you know, you can either be their ally or be enemies with them. Let's just try and help them out for the time being. Obviously, we could have missions where we might have to fight against the GNB. But yeah, I mean, let's try and not pick a fight with them just yet, because some of their ships can be pretty powerful. Let's just deal with the outlaws for the time being. Ooh, okay, that could have been bad there, but yes, I do recall there being mines in this game. I just want to be a little bit careful about how we traverse and if we see these things, and obviously need to take our time a little bit to clear the area. Okay. Cool. So, let's see what kind of loot we can find. What's this? Ship color. Okay. It doesn't really tell us what color it is. Maybe it's a random thing. Let's just get all of that. Yeah, we'll figure things out a little bit later. Oh, okay, there we go. We got a booster unlocked, apparently. Or a blueprint for a booster. I assume that'll be something that we learn a little bit later in terms of crafting, but I'm not entirely sure why this thing is highlighted. Ah, okay, so we can throw things. Interesting. I'm not entirely sure why we would want to throw things for now. Maybe it'll be apparent later. Power core socket. That would imply that there is a power core. There we go. Just as we say that. Why don't we grab that and we'll see if we can, whoops, try and not crash into things, and let's see if we can actually place this in. So can I just throw it in? Nice, okay. What is this?
They've locked onto
Doesn't
me.
really do anything. I'm just gonna see if I can find a little bit of cover, guys, because as I said, I think that's the best strategy to fight against these enemies.
Credits, nice and simple.
Okay, we've leveled up. You have reached a new level. Each new level increases your base stats, structure, firepower, precision, utility, resistance, and expertise, which will give bonuses to your hit points, damage, repairs, etc. A detailed breakdown of these stats and their effects can be found in the ship screen. You have also received a device upgrade token, which can be used to upgrade any device to the next level. Okay.
This is getting ridiculous.
Let's see. I probably do want to maybe use some of our devices here, so
Scrap, my hull integrity is getting low. Use some nanobots to try to make it to a nearby station. They'll patch you up there.
Okay. Not bad, but not great either. I told you guys this is going to be a steep learning curve for me. And we also have to manage our energy levels as well, right? Because, we could easily run out of energy. Alright, so let's see if we can take this one out now. Very good, okay. I'm not entirely sure how many more nanobots we have. Actually, it's on the bottom right-hand corner there. So perhaps maybe we'll just use one more. Repair ourselves a tiny little bit. There's some more mines here. Not keen on fighting with a whole bunch of mines in the area. Okay, are we safe? For the moment, I think. Alright, let's continue exploring a little bit more. So what do we have here? A coil gun. Alright, that's very good. We'll take a look a little bit later as to whether or not the coil gun is better than what we have currently. Nice iron deposit there. One thing that I'm not entirely sure of as well, guys, is whether or not we can do like scans of the area to identify things of interest. Another blueprint here.
Oh, blueprint. Nice.
Cool. Damage limiter. I'm not entirely sure what that means. Why would you want to limit damage? Or perhaps maybe limiting damage on ourselves? Whoa. There we go. Just find ourselves some cover. Okay, very good. Not bad. Oh, actually, we've still got a couple more there. 2Ks, okay. That should be within range.
Enemies in range.
Alright, good stuff. Let's grab that coil gun as well. Another blueprint over there. Let's check that out. I'm not entirely sure where they're all dropping from. Perhaps maybe just random drops from enemies. Energy injector. Okay, cool. Yeah, as I said before, we're gonna have to manage our energy levels as well. So, yeah, I'm not entirely sure what this thing was, guys. Let's just maybe eject the debris over there. Okay. Alright, so we can press it, apparently. Oh, something going on here. Oh, does this door open, perhaps, maybe, if we shoot it? Oh, okay, right. Gotta be quick about it. So let's just quickly grab all of that. What's this? Sensor. And another coil gun. Okay, this sensor looks more powerful than what we've got right now, but... Okay, that was close.
Seems like I...
Mainframe component. You have found your first mainframe component. A full stack of these can be converted to a mainframe expansion. Mainframe expansions can be used to enhance attributes like firepower, precision, structure, utility, resistance, and expertise. Be aware that each enhancement on the same attribute costs more than the one before. Cool, okay. Well, we're gonna have a look at that a little bit later.
Found everything here.
Okay, so our character has just denoted that we've found everything. That's actually quite nice because you never know when you need to sort of stop exploring. But I suppose we can stop now? I mean, I'm not sure. Who knows? There could be like other hidden things. But anyway, let's move on, shall we? Planetary obstruction. Cool. Yeah, it's very interesting that the game will actually tell you as well if you're being obstructed by other things in the area and that you shouldn't really be able to hyperspace jump in that direction. Okay. So the next closest thing that we can visit is this Union Bridge. So yeah, perhaps maybe we should visit that. I mean, we've still got plenty of inventory space, but I'm curious, can we actually just install certain things right now? I wish there was a easier way to sort of compare stuff, but this is obviously better. Let's put that in. So yeah, okay, so we basically can detect things further. Loot and all that sort of stuff as well. Alright, cool. We can now use this cruise booster. 202% gain. This is 250%. So yeah, this is not as good. We can probably sell this at some point. Although I'm not entirely sure about buying and selling at this stage. Energy damage 55, whereas this one does 30. This does 40 kinetic damage, and this one does 72 kinetic damage. So these two are actually still a lot better than the coil guns. Coil guns are not bad if you intend to just use the coil gun forever, because they do sort of almost equal amounts of damage, both kinetic and energy. So, okay, cool. Mainframe component, yep, we heard about that a little bit earlier. We only have one more nanobot though, so I'm a little bit worried about that. Hopefully we find some more. Alright, well, let's make a decision as to where we're gonna go. I think we'll go to Union Bridge, and hopefully we can survive whatever's there. I'm sure there are going to be plenty of enemies, plenty of things to shoot, and plenty of things that explode, potentially. Hopefully, we're at the point in the game where we can survive it. Okay, what is this? So that's our objective there, 9k away. A GNB fighter. I'm not sure if they're hostile here, but we've got some outlaws. They're still 4K away, so I don't think we need to worry about them too much. Let's just do a little bit of exploring in these parts. Ooh, okay, another group just over there. Another 4K out. Okay, cool. I'm just gonna quickly explore this area, guys. See if there's anything interesting for us to pick up or do. Man, look at the environments. So detailed. It's very hard to know what you can eventually interact with as well, but sometimes it can be pretty obvious. You know, if you see things that are, you know, red, obviously you need to shoot them. Red barrels explode, etc., etc. Basic laws of games. I have plenty of these ball-looking things, so just spend a little bit of time making them all explode. What is that? Ceto Transit Gate. Access denied. What does that even mean? Perhaps maybe there are certain areas in the game that are only unlocked through traveling through gates like that one. If I can recall correctly, the previous game, you know, there was a lot of stuff to do with traveling through jump gates and whatnot. Okay, good stuff. Let's just continue exploring this wreck. Tiny little bit more. Okay, I thought that was an opening, but doesn't look like it. Yeah, a lot of these bigger wrecks, you may find that there are areas that you can actually go into, and you can find some really good loot inside. Nice. Another booster there. Much better than what we have currently. So let's just chuck that in. We'll grab our old one. More iron. And more, what are these? Crystal diodes. I thought they were, other things, like power whatevers. There are going to be a lot of items here that we don't really need to know exactly what they are, but they're still important nonetheless, for all the crafting and all the upgrading. I'm wondering if there's anything else here. I want to try and be as thorough as we can be without making things too boring. There's something over there. Okay, this ship is obviously abandoned, so I assume it's going to be okay for us to sort of explore the contents of all of this. I'll take all of that. Clothing, okay. Ah, more nanobots. Thank you very much. So what's the difference here? I'll just put that in. It's recharging though, 20 seconds or so. I'm not entirely sure why, but anyway. I'm glad that we've got some spare nanobots. Those are very, very important. Ooh, nice. Okay, more colors, more credits. Happy days. Anything else around here? I think that's it. I've looted the entire ship, it seems, but there's some more... I don't know what these are. These look to be potentially cargo containers. What are these? High capacity web missiles. Wow, okay. Have no idea what these will do, but I mean, I'll take them. Let's just have a read here though. So disperses a webbing compound that quickly overwhelms a targeted vessel by hindering engine systems. Okay, so this is like more of a disruptor type weapon. But yeah, I'm not entirely sure I like those types, but they might be useful, who knows. Nice, okay. Crystals. Flak. As far as I know, flak weapons, they tend to only be very, very short range. And then there's this, the beam laser. Does almost equal amounts of kinetic and energy damage. Let's just bring all of that in. I'm not entirely sure if we'll use it, but we'll have a think about it a little bit later. So I know how to change our primary weapon, but I'm not entirely sure how to change our secondary weapon here. So bear with me for a moment, guys. Let me just have a quick look. So mouse and keyboard. Hitch. Okay. Doesn't seem to be in there. Customize controls, maybe. Fire secondary. Equip primary. Next primary. Previous primary. Ah, here. Next secondary weapon is R. Okay, cool. Pretty simple. So, there we go. Yeah, we'll give it a try. I assume we're done sort of looting this general area. Hopefully we've done a good job at finding all the things. Let's perhaps maybe move towards the next area. I think I want to try and look around this area. There's a broken drone there, apparently. Ooh, and you can see there's a ship that's just jumped in as well. Very cool. Alright, let's do a quick cruise over that side, or a cruise drive. And we'll quickly deal with this broken drone. I'm not entirely sure what level this thing is. It is purple though, so I assume it could actually be very powerful, potentially.
Gotcha. Hey, where are you going? If I want that loot, I need to stay on its tail. Looks like it'll blow itself up before I get a chance to do it myself.
Okay, very good.
Well, that wasn't so hard. Wonder how it ended up here.
So we just picked up something called a marksman flak, but we need level 3. So that was very interesting actually, because basically those drones, or those broken drones, I assume maybe we might come across a few more, and they're actually sort of moving loot boxes which you just have to sort of try and destroy before they escape, and they'll give you some loot. Very disorienting, this place, but let's just try and look for points of interest. Okay, very good. Something marked in green here. Pure iron. Ah, there we go. Alright. Was sort of blending in with the background. Something we can potentially destroy here. I probably need my missiles.
What the?
Wow, okay. I was not expecting that.
That was something.
A blaster. Wow, this looks good. 41 kinetic and 81 energy, so maybe we should give it a go. We'll keep our old one. Okay, interesting. We'll play around with this for a little bit. Okay, let's just explore. Just look around, make sure that we're picking up everything. 10k, 8k. What's that? Shipwreck. Okay, take that. Okay, we've been through there before. Now it's all of this stuff, which... who knows where they're hiding all the goodies. So cool though that you can actually just travel through all of these pieces of junk. Gigantic pieces of junk. Alright, I'm not really seeing anything, and the scanner isn't really picking anything up either. Perhaps maybe that? Very cool. Biomass. We'll grab that. I'm not entirely sure what it means when it's green. Does it mean that we're sort of tracking that or something like that, and we need it for something? Oh, and look at that. That's actually released, I don't know, toxic clouds of some sort. Okay, we've got more outlaws here. Let's use the cover. Nice. Yeah, gotta be careful when you're sort of fighting near the G and B ships, because if you accidentally hit them, they might actually turn hostile, so... they didn't even help us in that engagement. Alright, I'm not entirely sure where we should head to next, but potentially maybe we should go to these 2 points of interest there. Obviously there's a main objective near that asteroid. We'll actually head towards the gate. Okay, we've got outlaws out here. Don't have much cover here, so just want to be a little bit careful about that. Okay, nice. So let's do a cruise drive here. Alright, very nice. Got more outlaws coming in. Yeah, okay, they're actually closing in pretty fast. Whoa! I definitely miscalculated that. Yeah, we sort of outran them a little bit. We've probably got a little bit of time to just play around a little bit here. Energy Spear Dispenser? What does that even mean? Create. An energy spear. Okay. Cool, but what does this do? I wonder if there are a few things that this game just won't tell you, and you've got to sort of figure things out yourself. Will this thing explode? Huh. Oh, actually, it disappears after a while. Good to know. Let's just check out what's going on here. So, trading outpost. Okay, so we can trade stuff here. Energy sphere socket. Secure container. Okay. Presumably, if we tried to get to the secure container by destroying the shutters, this station might become hostile to us, potentially. F to dock.
Welcome to Union Bridge Station. We have repair facilities and a storage container with ship parts and provisions. As long as you'll be paying, I am happy to share.
Nice, okay. So we can repair here as well. Now, I'm not entirely sure at this stage whether or not it's better to use nanobots for repairing, or if we should actually repair whenever we can when we're at a station. 96 credits, I mean, sounds cheap, but who knows? I might actually find that the nanobots are more efficient. But anyway, can we buy stuff? Shop. Okay. Commodity trading. Commodities all have individual price ranges depending on the system and location they are bought and sold. Their demand is indicated by the colors red, yellow, and green. Okay. When selling commodities, your cargo hold, if the commodity indicates a high demand, you can sell them at a profit. If the commodity has a low demand, the commodity isn't ideal for selling. When purchasing commodities from a station, if the commodity indicates a low demand, you can purchase them at a discount. If the commodity has a excuse me, high demand, the commodity isn't ideal for purchase. Okay. So green, good, red, bad. The commodity info window shows the total price range within the DMZ as a line. The highlighted segment of this line indicates the price range within the current system. Keep this information in mind when purchasing or selling commodities to maximize discounts and profits. Okay, cool. Alright, so there's a bit of a trading thing going on. So this is showing us orange. I really don't know what that means. I think it probably means we're sort of middle of the range. But what we can do is probably sell some of these other things that we probably don't want. So let's get rid of all of that. Beam laser, flak. Yeah, not sure. Sell our old sensor, that's fine. Damage limiter reduces any incoming damage by 30% for 20 seconds. Okay, it's a consumable apparently. Did not know that. Well, let's just equip that so that we've got a little bit of space to work with. Alright, cool. Well, happy about that. Let's launch. And yeah, I'm curious about this energy sphere, so why don't we just go back to where we found that sphere before. And let's just see if we can deliver it. Here, the sphere dispenser. Yeah, we sort of just need to very quickly make it around. Maybe we'll try and use our boost ability. Seems like a bit of a challenge, but let's try. Ah, okay, our boost was on cooldown. I don't think we need it though. Ah, there we go. Okay, so we didn't even need to bust through. We can literally open things with the sphere. That's nice. So it's like a mini...
Not a bad find. Don't encounter this too often.
It's like a mini key, almost. Is there anything in there? Oh, wow, okay. Did we even need to do that? or potentially it was accessible all this time? I'm not sure. Or maybe it's just within this box, potentially. Anyway, let's not try to think about it too much. Alright, so we have explored the point of interest there. Let's just very quickly check on this gate thing that's nearby. And let's just see if the game tells us anything about this gate. Just says access denied. I do recall the shape of the gate. It does actually remind me of the first Everspace. So I reckon it's probably just a similar thing. An iron deposit there. Let's actually get to that. So that iron seems to have gone into the asteroid, which is not good. Unless maybe there's a way into this asteroid, which I'm not really seeing. Potentially. I'm not really going to worry too much about it though. So we had the gate, and we've got, I don't know, something around here that looks sort of interesting. Just quickly check. Looks like a very old space station with like solar panels and stuff like that on it. I'm not seeing anything of interest, and I don't think the sensors are picking up anything either. So let's actually decide where we want to go to next. Might actually move a little bit so that we've got a better view of the area. Okay. I think there's probably no other place for us to visit except the signal distractor here, which seems to be our objective. I think the friend that we have, Dax, explained it as a beanbag signal distractor. So
Found it. It's covered in debris. And its power core fell off. I'll plug it back in. No, keep your distance. Don't go in until you're ready to take some damage.
until I'm ready to take some damage? What? Okay, I'm just checking on the outlaws, making sure that they're not really close by, because we don't want to be...
It's an ambush. You got this.
I was going to say, I don't want to be caught off guard. But little did I know that there's an actual ambush here. What is going on there? Okay.
How did you know it was a trap? It's called scavenger baiting. Outlaws do that a lot. Besides, beanbags don't run on power cores. So, removing the debris should be enough.
Okay. You know what? I suspect Dax may have been an outlaw in the past. And he's sort of maybe a reformed outlaw, if that makes sense. That's my guess anyway. But, anyway, let's chuck all of these pieces of debris elsewhere. And I assume Dax just means that if you cover it with debris, the signal gets obstructed. So as soon as we clear things...
Burst beanies back online. Excellent. For a proper disappearing act, we need 2 more.
Sorry guys, as I was saying, we just needed to sort of clear up the area and make sure that the signal is actually clear. So I think we've completed what we need to do here. I'm just checking once more to see if there's nothing that we haven't sort of visited and explored. I think we started off there. So we've probably visited that area before. The map doesn't exactly sort of show you, I guess, an overview of the area close by. It only gives you, I guess, some info on what's around in the system. Just gonna quickly check around this area near the beanbag or the beanie. Doesn't seem like there's anything there. Alright. Cool. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure about all of this, guys, and whether or not I should just maybe take the opportunity to sell stuff, clear up the inventory a little bit. Phase plating. Carbon phase armor that blends into the hull. Protects against energy damage. Okay. Cool. So it's just like another equipment slot. Equip an item of type plating. Okay, so there are different equipment types that we can put in here. And we don't have plating yet, so we might as well just put plating in there. And yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with that. Alright, cool. Plating. Installing a plating item gives you your ship armor. It protects against energy damage and is a second layer of protection after your shield has been depleted. Once your armor reaches 0, the hull of your ship will become vulnerable. Okay. I wonder how that works. Plating items automatically repair a small portion after each kill. They can also be repaired on stations or through special item or ship attributes. Okay, cool. I was going to say, so I guess it does run out after a certain amount, and then you sort of just have to recover that by killing enemies or repairing it normally. I guess nanobots don't really do a thing for them, but anyway, let's jump out of here. And we're going to have to decide where to go next.
How did you ever end up in a place like this? Originally, I was stationed in the Ethan system as part of our rear guard subunit. We did some scouting missions, but really not much else.
How many were you?
Around 12. Some died, some became outlaws. 2 pals and I got out before the war got really ugly. This is where we ended up.
Feels like the edge of the universe.
It isn't, but if you squint, you can see it from here.
Okay. So he's an ex-soldier. I wonder when he said some became outlaws, perhaps maybe one of them was him. That's my guess anyway. He seems to know quite a bit about how the outlaws think, that's all. Alright, here we are at Rodea orbit. Got quite a few outlaws already. Just want to make sure that we're picking our fights here and we're also sort of fighting in a good spot. So they're about 3k's out, 6k's out. Okay, they don't seem to be pursuing us just yet. Alright, the other objective is over there. Obviously the good RPG player explores before going to the main objective, so that's what we're gonna do. Let's grab some more scrap metal. Check out these containers. Oh, okay, we're taking fire. Nice. Anyone else? So this scout is actually on his own. I think we can afford to just take this one out, clear up the area a little bit. Okay, they've brought some reinforcements apparently.
Stupid Weber drone. Can't move.
Get away for a fresh round.
Okay, just give us a little bit of a chance to recover our shields. We're ready for another pass here. Nice. Good old creds. Energy sphere. It almost seems like it might be inside the ship. And yes, it is. Okay. Cool. So, that's another dispenser. Question is, where does the energy sphere go? And the answer is right there. Okay. Let's just quickly grab the energy sphere and see if we can actually put it in. Do we have it? I think we do. It's just a little bit weird there. Okay, let's just shoot it in place. Nice. Okay. So what do we have here? Marksman corrosion missiles. Okay. The corrosion missiles sound familiar. I remember using corrosion missiles in the previous game. So the blaster still does a lot more energy DPS, but this one does more kinetic, which might be good, although the autocannon still has better DPS than this new one, but let's just keep it for now. We could potentially decide that we might want to switch things up at some point. Ooh, okay. Did we just see more of these outlaws appear? Potentially. Let's see. They're 4K, 5K. Okay. They're all actually quite far away, so not really going to have too much of a problem. I'm going to come back to the objective a little bit later. I do want to spend more time just exploring for the time being. Got a container somewhere here. Charge compensator. Right. This seems like general resources. Okay, sensors are not really picking up anything right now, so I don't think there's anything around here that we need to investigate. I'm gonna make our way to this asteroid over here, see if we can find anything of use there. Okay, it looks like maybe a semi sort of mining site or something like that. I like the firing rate actually on this weapon. It's really nice. It might not do as much damage, but I like being able to just bombard the enemy with that damage, so... Alright, just gonna explore the spaces within these hulls. You never know what you can find, which is sometimes nothing, but that's okay. Alright, cool. Yeah, I like how the game is also set up in like a demilitarized zone. Basically, this was a war zone before, and that explains why there are so many like destroyed ships and capital ships and stuff everywhere. Sort of makes things very, very plausible. That's the sphere dispenser that we went to before, I think. Iron deposit. And another crystal deposit as well. Let's just grab all of these. Again, okay, so a lot of this iron sometimes disappears into the actual asteroids themselves, so yeah, I'm not a fan of that. I'm guessing that's like a glitch. So I won't worry too much about it though. Yeah, I think maybe the strategy is maybe a little bit better if we sort of approach those deposits and actually shoot them from very close range. That way we sort of gather the resources immediately when they drop, rather than let them sort of fly around. Okay, I think we're done at this asteroid. I'm just curious as to what's going on around there, but we do have a lot of outlaws. I'm a little bit worried about fighting all of them. Just gonna try and take on these guys first. Okay, just making sure that we grab everything that they drop. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think the numbers indicate what level they are, so they're equal footing to us. We're almost level 3 though, which is nice. So here's a dispenser. Have we been to this one already? I think we have, haven't we? Oh yes, sorry, we're just like upside down. Oh man, this game. Alright, let's pick a group and fight them. Ooh, okay, there's actually a missile station over there. It might actually get out of sight. Be careful with those.
I'm in pursuit.
Calibrated pulse laser. Okay, interesting. So I guess maybe like a better version of the pulse laser that we currently have? Maybe? Okay. So this group's a little bit closer. Whoa, that was close.
Yeah.
Haven't seen anything.
Alright, that boost is really keeping us alive right now. You know what? I haven't really been using that EMP as much as I should, though. So let's actually use it for once. Alright, very nice. Do we have any more hostiles? I thought there was a couple more. Doesn't seem like it now. Alright, let's just go this way for the moment. And let's check out if there's anything worthwhile here. Okay, so... iron deposit. Let's actually come close. Okay, there we go. Shield generator. Okay. Can we do something about this? There we go. I'm not entirely sure where these shields are, but presumably there could be like shields blocking entry to certain locations. So perhaps maybe those are worth destroying to try and get into somewhere. But I'm not entirely sure where. Wow. Explosions galore. Let's gather all this plasma. One thing that I haven't really... Whoa. I haven't really checked is whether or not there's like a weight system.
They're on to me.
Okay, more outlaws coming in.
Let's mow it down.
Nice. Yeah, I haven't been using the missiles, trying to preserve them, but I guess we should use them every now and then. So I was saying, I haven't really checked if there's any sort of weight system in this game. You know, a lot of RPGs have a weight limit, so you can't really just gather all of the resources that you want. But I haven't really seen it here, so I assume there's no such thing. Ah, look at this. I'm not entirely sure if this is what opened up for us, but let's just have a look at what's inside. Ooh, look at that. Plenty of things in here. Mining equipment. Okay, so this is actually showing us green, which means that it's probably worth selling around here. Super gel, we've seen that before. We'll gather all the things. Oh nice, look at this, rockets. So I'm guessing this is like dumbfire rockets, which means that they don't sort of, they don't follow targets. Whoa. Energy sphere socket, okay. What if we destroy this? It seems like a bad idea to destroy it so close to the ship, but let's just try for science. Okay, so we definitely can't bust this open. So I'm gonna have to try and bring one of those spheres here. I think that's doable. definitely doable. Whoa. We're bumping into walls and asteroids left, right, and center. Alright, so, we are about an hour into this playthrough, guys, and I think it's probably a good time for a bit of a break, so I'm going to take a break here. Hope you enjoyed this second part of our playthrough of Everspace. Again, if you've got suggestions on things like audio levels and all that sort of stuff, or if you know a little bit about the game and you've got suggestions as to what to do, let me know. And obviously I'm happy to sort of tailor the playstyle to whatever you guys suggest. Got some more outlaws, but they're still a little bit far away, so I think it's okay for us to sign off here. Alright guys, leave a like, a dislike, or a comment or two down below. Stay true, and I'll see you guys in the next one.